Hello and welcome to this video where we are off out on another little photography adventure. So today we're heading to a place called the Granlyn Pool, a nature reserve in Guilsfield. So it's about a 15-minute drive away, so it's nice and local. There have been gold crests photographed here in the past, which is quite exciting because I've not seen one of those before. So I'm hoping we might get lucky and see one today. But I think species-wise it's going to be mostly sort of small birds like blue tits, robins, that sort of stuff. And even better, the weather is nice today. So we're coming off the back of about another 2 weeks of just grey here in the UK. So it's quite nice that it's nice and bright and light, and yeah, so it might cause a bit of problems in the woods, but we'll see. I'm just happy that it's not grey. Right, now, like I said, I've not actually been to this site before, so I think what we're going to do, there's just a map down here, we're going to have a look at that first to get our bearings, and then we'll set about taking some photos. Now, I did choose to bring the gimbal head along. I'm not sure if that was the best idea at the moment, given how heavy it is. However, we might use it. I'm going to have to make sure I use it to make sure if it was worth lugging along with me. Oh dear. Okay, so it looks like we've got a bit of a little footpath around to walk on first, and that's going to lead us to a little bird hide off of the pool, which is quite cool. So I think what we'll do first, we're currently here, we're going to go around this way and do this little woodland walk and see what we see, and then we'll make our way over to the hide. Right, so I'm on the 200 to 600 today. It's quite cool. There's nice little birds flying around, so hopefully we'll be able to see something and get some photos. I might walk around and then I might come back and go through there a bit later. I'm hoping there might be like a bench somewhere that we'll be able to sort of just get set up on. Well, so far this side of the reserve is quite quiet. I keep seeing the same pigeon, but the smaller birds seem to be back over towards the sign at the moment, but it is quite a tiny reserve, so what we'll do is we'll have a wander around, and then we might go might loop and go around again over to where that back towards the sign and where those birds, they were quite high up. If I can find somewhere to sit down over there, then might get lucky. Some sort of blue tits and stuff and great tits here, but we're also right outside someone's house, so I don't feel it's appropriate to photograph with that right outside their house. So we'll go on a little bit further. Okay, well, it looks like we're at the hide. Not sure how fruitful this will be. Right, so we're already around at the hide. Now, it's not the bestly, that's not even a word. It's not the best location in terms of how high up from the water it is, but it still might be worth visiting, I think, a bit later on, because this site is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I knew it wasn't overly big, but I didn't realise it was this tiny. But that's fine, we've got loads of time. So yeah, I mean, this, like, the view from the pool's like, it's going to be like there. From the Hides, it might not be the best location, but we might come back and sit in for a bit later on. I've seen there's a couple of ducks and that around, but nothing particularly taken my fancy just yet. So we'll continue our wandering. Might go into the woods a bit more over the other side. See if I can't find somewhere nice to sit. I forgot to bring my seat pad out with me again. Oh, it's the second time I've done that, idiot. But it's quite dry at least, so hopefully we'll find somewhere to go. Actually, a bench through here, so that might be a better spot than the hide, to be honest. Yeah, I reckon, again, we'll come back here later because it's not exactly where I want to be at the moment. I want to try and photograph the birds. Not that there aren't birds on the lake. I want to try and photograph the birds in the woods first, I think. I've decided to just walk the whole site now, as it's not very big. This side looks like the most promising for photos so far. We've got like apple trees here, so that's going to be a good site. And you can hear a lot more birds this side. Okay, so what I've decided to do, I was just down further bit there, and this seems like a really good area for the birds to be. They're in amongst all these messy trees. So what I've decided to do is actually set up the tripod, and I'm going to wait it out here for a bit. So I have seen a goldcrest. I didn't get a good photo of it at all. It was very fast and just moving around like a crazy thing. So I'm hoping that if I hang around here for like the next half an hour or so, things are going to get used to me being here, and then I can get some good photos. So already I've got some nice ones of blue tits in here. So I'm hoping with everything set up on the tripod, it's going to make things a bit easier because I'm not going to have the weight of the lens just on my arms the whole time. So hopefully this will work out and we'll get some nice footage. So far they are proving to be quite skittish. They are around though, so that's a good thing, but I don't know, I don't know if I should have put it on the tripod or not, because I can't move fast enough, but I've got so much more stability with the tripod. So I think we've not been here too long now. We'll wait out a bit longer. I've got quite a nice setup if they do land in front of me, but then it's trying to get them on the actual camera has proven to be the hard part. I've got a couple of photos already that I'm really happy with. There were some, I think they're long-tailed tits. I've not seen them properly before. I know, oh, they're just gorgeous. They're sort of not as brave as the blue tits seeming to be. They're sort of more in the brashy bit of the woods, but oh my god, it's looking right at me, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. Yeah, so it's turning out quite well here actually, so I'm going to hang around here for a bit longer and yeah, hope that those long-tailed tits come back and yeah, just continue having a really lovely day. So I've been here, I think probably about 40 minutes now, and unfortunately the long-tailed tits haven't come back, but the blue tits have come back. They was doing a lot of grooming in the trees, which was really nice. So I think I got some nice photos and videos of that. We've just had a walker go past, so everything sort of disappeared at the moment, but I think what I'm going to do, as we have a lull in proceedings, I might move a bit, because like I said, I've been here for about 40 minutes now, and it is mostly blue tits. There are some great tits, but they seem to be a bit more skittish and aren't coming in so much. So we're going to move on, I think, and see if we can't set up somewhere else. No matter how many videos I see of people lugging their tripods around like this, I don't think I'm ever going to get comfortable with it, at least not with this setup. I got it in a bit of a better position now. I still don't really trust it, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back to sort of where those apple trees were, I think, or maybe this corner would be good. If I can find an angle where the light is right. There's a lot of activity here. We've got the blackbirds and more blue tits. Alright, let's see if we can find a spot here, I think. Alright, so I've just come around the corner a bit more from the end of that boardwalk, because I can sort of stand between these two bits of tree, so I'm sort of submerged into the undergrowth. So hopefully this will be a good spot. There's quite a lot of birds flying over from the gardens behind me into the trees. And we've got the orchard is like just beyond here. I can smell the apples that are still around. So hopefully this will be another good spot. And I'm really hoping those long-tailed tits come back. I'm really happy with the photos that I got, but I've not really seen them before. That's my first time like getting a photo of one. And yeah, I'm hoping for more. Fingers crossed. It's just started to come in drizzling a bit, which isn't ideal. So I'm hoping it's not going to do that for long. But I'm getting tantalisingly close to this gold crest. I've just seen it, it's sort of in that bush over there. I've not seen it come out, but it went in a while ago now. I saw it just like, just far enough in that I'm not going to be able to photograph it, but I can still see it. So I'm hoping that, I don't know if it's still in there or not. I didn't see it come out, but it might come out the other side. I'm hoping that we can get one. It's so close. We've got a nice picture of a robin, which was nice, and then there's lots of blue tits around as well. Not so much in the way of photos of them just yet either, but we've not been here too long. It's not proven to be the most fruitful spot for birds, that one, so I'm going to move on a bit more towards the woods where it's a bit more enclosed, in hopes that maybe there are more there, because yeah, I've been here for about half an hour and I've not really seen much. I think maybe it'd be more sheltered over in the woods, so let's go and have a look there. Already I've got a nice photo of a blue tit on this oak tree in front of me, which I'm pretty happy with. It's got a bit quiet again, but I'm hoping that they'll come back in. There's a lot of them above me in this, I'm not sure what it is, this tree just off to my right. They're quite high up though, which isn't ideal. But I'm hoping they're going to go over to these trees in front of me, and that'll be hopefully a nice setup for some photos. Right, so I've actually moved around a bit, so I'm back now on the bench where I had a quick stop off. Yeah, basically there's some I don't know, I think it's willow, that go out into the pond, and there's just some blue tits on it. It's quite nice because I can separate them quite well from the background here, or more than what I could at the other site. So yeah, and it's a bit more out of the wind here because I'm starting to get cold. So I'm going to hang around here, I think, now for a bit, but I think this should be quite a good spot. At least that's what I'm hoping. So they're still quite far off over the other side of this pond. They have been onto the willows, which is nice, but they're still quite far out on them. I'm hoping with time they're going to get a bit closer. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, I think most of them, I think they're just blue tits. But hopefully something else might come in as well. I've seen some other finches, I think, on the walk to the bench. So there are other stuff around as well. So hopefully everything will come and visit us and be really obliging. All right, so I've been at the bench now for about half an hour, and after about the first like 5-10 minutes, it's just gone like dead. So there's not even much in the way of like noises from the birds anymore. So I think they've moved on, which is a shame. But I'm going to call it here because I am starting to get cold. So I've had a really good time. It's been a bit of a mixed bag in that sort of the latter part of my trip here has been quite quiet. But I've been here for a good few hours. I think I've been out for about 4 hours, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm really happy with the photos that I got of the blue tits and the very brief encounter with those long-tailed tits. So I'll definitely be back to try and get some more photos of them. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. And if you enjoyed watching this one, you may also enjoy this video.